Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Starting 11 here on the Good Friends Better Rivals channel on the Let's Get Ready network. I just realized I have the stream up and it's not muted. So I was like, why does the intro sound like it's playing twice? Because it was.
Oh, nice. If any theme song is going to play twice, that's when you want.
It's a good one. It's a
Mhm.
good one.
Yep.
Snark, the Premier League is back. We've had our first weekend.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Oh, listen to the joy in my voice. Yeah, that's n- uh, let's just what's the nicest word? It was an inauspicious start
It was
for
not
my
great.
favorite club. For my favorite club, it could have been worse.
Could have
Last
been
year,
worse.
yeah, I think last year we started out against City with a brand new manager. That did not turn out well.
Yeah.
The next week was much better. I think we scored 6 goals the next week. So maybe they'll keep it up. But first, maybe we'll talk about a team that we cheer for, that you cheer for, that actually got it together, got
Yep.
a win in a place that's traditionally tough. When I
Yeah.
don't know how tough it is
We've
anymore.
only won 6 times in the entirety of the Premier League at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
So I was this wasn't a fantastic performance from Arsenal, but I was very happy to get out of there with 3 points. Like, I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of, like, pundits and stuff saying, "Man United should have won that game." I don't know what they're watching, but
They get too stuck up on these stupid analytics.
they
And
do.
yeah. United had the ball more. I'm going to talk about somebody else or some other team that had the ball more right away as well. Yeah, they had 61% possession. Who cares? They had 22 shot attempts
Who
to
cares?
9.
None of
Who
them went in.
cares? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's all garbage. But yeah, maybe you want
The
to see a little bit more from your big signing over the
Yeah, we
summer.
need
But
to see more from Gyökeres for
yeah,
sure. Um,
Saka played fine.
Saka was in the game.
Yeah,
I wouldn't describe it as a fantastic performance.
but,
They didn't play together a lot in preseason. They need to gel. I mean,
yeah,
that's basically all it is. I'm not worried about Gyökeres right now. If he hasn't scored a goal and we're in game 10, then I'll be worried, but I
yeah,
just don't think that's going to be the case. Um I was really frustrated with Simon Hooper watching this game. I
sure.
mean,
Well,
like, he gave so many fouls to United, and we got like half
yeah,
the amount of fouls, and that made no sense to me with the way the game was. There were some nasty challenges that he was just like, "Oh, it's just fine."
it's Old Trafford calls. Everybody knows they
Yeah,
get these
yeah.
calls at home.
And
Doesn't
and
matter
then
how
the
we're there.
yeah, and then the 6 minutes of added on time at the end, like, where did that come from? But Calafiori's goal was great. I
Look,
mean, just
do you see some people complaining about that?
hmm?
Talking about Saliba. I don't know if he's getting an arm on. What was the name of the new? That was Bandier in there because they didn't even have a Nona
Yeah,
or
Onana
Onana
wasn't in there.
on the sheet. Like he was nowhere in the same. Uh, he's up against them. If anything, I see Pioneer like grabbing as much of sleep as anything
Absolutely.
else. Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's
I'm
terrible. And,
perfect.
and on that run up there too, Zubamendi basically gets tackled to
Yeah.
the ground.
Yeah,
They
like,
just let that go. Like
they just let
so much
that
for
go.
all. Remember, all these holding calls are going to result in so many penalties. Didn't matter. The ball
Didn't
went in.
matter. Well, it's not gonna matter because it's Arsenal, because they never call things against Arsenal like that,
Mm,
to give us penalties or things. Like, it's rare when we get a penalty. It really is. So, um, I think that it was a decent first game. Like, United sucked last year,
yeah.
but still, Old Trafford is a difficult place to go to. Those fans are really loud. There's a lot of energy in that stadium,
Mhm.
and we got the 3 points. That's all I care about. Calafiori got that goal over the line
Yep.
somehow, and that's all that matters. United couldn't do that. I don't care how many shots on goal they had. I don't care that they had more possession. There used to be a time where Arsenal was coached by Arsene Wenger, and we would have all the possession in the world and not score.
Yeah. It
That
means
I don't care about possession anymore. If we can come in and basically do a smash and grab on a corner and win 1-0, I'm fine with it. Like, I know a lot of people want to have, like, really um free flowing football and all of that stuff. But like at the same time, you have to be able to adapt to the situation you're in. And in that situation on Sunday, we did a smash and grab on a corner and won 1-0 because we locked it down defensively.
Yeah.
There are times in the
This is
past
what you
couple
guys are
years
supposed
we
to be
wouldn't have
known
been
for.
able to do that.
You guys are supposed to lock things down defensively.
Exactly.
It's not about you guys being high flyers or anything like that. There's never been too many Arsenal teams in the last 20 something years that'll score 7 goals or score 5 goals or do
Yeah.
that. Even score 4 and 4 and 4 and something like that. It's
Yeah,
just
it just doesn't happen. But a lot of people perceive it that way for some reason, and I don't understand that. But I'm perfectly happy with this. We obviously need to work on chemistry more in training over the course of the week. We've got Leeds on Saturday. That shouldn't be super difficult, but
oh,
who knows?
who knows? Yeah, we get to talk about that game last. Something weird. Something
Uh,
weird. All right. A couple of notes about United, quick, while we're doing this match.
okay.
Cunha and Mbumo both debuting. Debuting in the
In the
league
league for
for,
United, yeah.
for United. Mbumo,
Also Sheshko.
yeah. So so Mbumo looked okay. He had some good chances.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, I thought Ryan made a really good save off of him on one of them. Cunha, maybe a bit unlucky with one when he splits your defense, goes in alone, and just runs out of gas.
Yeah.
Couldn't even make it to the 18-yard box. He's just
Yeah.
just kick from here.
I was like, "Why are
First
you
one to get,
this
first one to get.
exhausted?" Like,
Oh, maybe it was
I
a
was
tough.
very confused.
Where did they play their preseason games? Was it in America or was it in Asia?
I don't know.
Wherever it was too
I
far
don't
away.
pay
Too
attention to
tired.
Manchester United
Yeah.
preseason because I don't care. So,
Yeah, haven't paid attention at all. The only thing I paid attention to is that the odds-on favorite to be fired first this year is Amarim. I will say there is a strong contender for number 2. I think that maybe the not even a dark horse. I don't know how he's not the favorite, but we'll talk about him in a minute.
okay.
Let's go talk to. Let's go talk to. Sure, let's go talk about Chelsea Football Club taking on
Yeah.
Crystal Palace. We got
Mhm.
a quick derby out of the way here,
Yeah.
uh, and everything's gonna circle around events wise, anyways. As a free kick that goes in, called off. Uh,
Yeah.
what did you think of the call before you knew what this call was? Because there wasn't too many dead. And then also what happens, like
I
why it
was
was called.
I was very confused as to why I was called off at first.
Right. No one.
Apparently, there's not been a goal called off for this reason in the Premier League since like 2019 or something like that. Like, it's very rare that this happens.
I'm pretty sure there's only going to get called off. Yeah, this is the 1 meter thing within the wall or something like that. Now, Gahey's in there, and I'm still thinking they're not blowing this thing dead if he just stays in his spot. But
Yeah,
he takes out Caicedo in a pick move,
he does.
turns him
Yeah.
around, and that's how the ball goes in where Caicedo was standing. So yeah, that's why it wasn't a goal. I was even when he scored, I said Eze again.
Hmm.
He has another free kick taken away.
He has bad luck with scoring these great goals and then them not counting.
He may be getting bad luck as far as the team he's going to represent
I
coming up here.
agree.
Talk about that maybe after we're done just talking about this stuff. We just got to talk about some of the debutants for Chelsea.
Hmm.
Jamie Gittins Benoit debuted. He's on the left side. I
He
don't
was
know.
There.
He's like Jadon Sancho. He's like anybody else they ever put on that side. He eventually gets pulled. The people that are coming in, like Esteval. Esteval comes in, like Neto comes over to the other side. Esteval's something special. He's like how
Yeah,
this
he
kid
looks like a real player. Yeah.
only had this much time on the pitch. It's like, what are you guys doing? I don't like Maresca. I get it. You won the world championship or the club World Cup, whatever we want
Club
to call it.
World Cup. You keep
Now,
calling yourself a world champion because
the
of
world,
it.
yeah, the world. That's what happens when you win a world something. You call yourselves world
You
champ.
You are not a world champion.
We'll see. We'll see. Now they also have Joao Pedro starting in the nine. The two signings they had. Surprised by Pedro coming in there because how difficult their back line is for Crystal Palace. You thought you might want somebody a little
Yeah.
more physical and to leave Liam Delap on the bench till the 79th minute or something like that, 80th minute.
Yeah, the starting lineup and then the subsequent substitutions were very strange to me.
He did a lot of this last year. It's the too many toys thing
Mhm.
where he just wants to see what all of them can do, play with all of them. One thing, Levi Colwill out probably for the season. They moved Trevor Chalaba into his spot, and we still have a bunch more injuries. So they have Josh Achampong come in and start on the line as well, and he was terrific. He was probably our best defensive player.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'd agree with that.
he was just rock solid. Just all we need him to do, maybe pass a little better, like getting the ball moving. But
Mhm.
yeah, as far as just settled down, and we're going up a Crystal Palace squad, maybe not the strongest. For instance, maybe it's
Yeah.
a good thing to get his feet in the water here. The matchup next week seems to be more favorable again to us as well, but we'll see how he does in there because Enzo Fernandez did not look great in
Mhm.
this one at all. I'm wondering if Andre Santos actually gets to start against West Ham next week. Maybe give Enzo a little time to, just to rest because he's been doing quite a bit. He's played a lot of that World Cup. Yeah, give him a little rest. Like Santos came in looked good, except for at the death when he puts his shot. I don't know, 30 meters over the damn net. I've never seen a ball go that high when he had that wide. He was that wide open. I was like, here's the winner. Winner's here. Nope. Incredible. Incredible.
It was a legendary miss.
Yeah. Uh, had Gusto come on for Reece James. And again, it's late in the match. Malo Gusto's never scored for Chelsea. He decides to take it on himself outside the box, in possession. Everybody's pushing to kick it himself. It was awful. It was awful. Again, it's
Yeah.
just, what are you thinking? What are you thinking here? It didn't make any sense. Also, Cole Palmer playing on the left instead of the right. Well, why would you take him
Made
out
no
of?
sense to me.
Yeah, why would you take him out of like where he works best, especially with this new lineup? You just keep what works there.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? I don't know. Things that drove me nuts. But this is the first week
It's the
of the
first week, yeah.
they didn't lose, so we're already a point better than we were
Mhm.
last
Want to
year.
say a shout out to Jose in the chat. How you doing tonight, Jose?
Hello. Yeah, Chelsea, and again, this is what I was going to with possession. Chelsea had 71% of the ball.
Yeah, possession is not a stat that matters as much as people think it does.
They had 3 shots on.
Yeah.
You can have it, but what are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
You're resting everybody else, and then as soon as you make a mistake, they go up the
Mhm.
pitch. Yeah, no. It's terrible. Also, quick note, and like we said before, but Eze, very good chance he ends up in Tottenham before the
Yeah,
window.
I don't get this. Like, if you're him, why would you want to go to the team that finished right above the relegation zone last year? I don't care how they did in this game this week. I
Yeah,
don't care about like any of it. If I'm him, I'm thinking this is a dumpster fire.
yeah. That team makes no sense. Maybe, yeah. There's a people seem to like Thomas Frank for some reason because of all the accolades and championships he brought
I
Brentford.
think Thomas Frank is a perfectly serviceable manager,
He's
but
a
he's not going to win you anything.
no.
He'll keep you up. He
Yeah,
won't You'll be in that middle like 10 to 15, 10 to 12 spot,
yeah.
and that's where you'll be. Like I I don't understand. I didn't understand that hire by Spurs, and I don't understand why Eze would want to go there.
Makes the it might be because he's going to get a raise or something like that. Maybe Tottenham's going to say, "Hey, we'll also give you this much money." So
Yeah.
that's always tempting. We're going to get to talking about how somebody else's wages later on in the news
Okay.
because I saw that today. I was like, "Oh, now I get it." Also, Mark Gahey. Maybe this is his last two. It might not be Liverpool that he's going to, which has been highly rumored, but we'll see. He was kind of
I
playing like it was last. And also, when he was coming off, him and Glasner did not look like they were very good friends. Let's just,
No, no, they did not.
there's something going on there. The captain and the coach is not great.
Yeah, I think Gahey's probably definitely on his way out. I think you're right that it might not be Liverpool, but I haven't heard where he might go.
You'd think that Chelsea would be like the natural fit. He grew up at Chelsea. The money isn't insane. We have
Yeah,
a season-long injury to a guy that plays his position.
yeah,
But I think the board told Maresca he's going to have to figure it out with the guys he has. They're too busy trying to get some retread in Manchester. For goodness sake,
yeah.
Garnacho. For what? They're
Why
all the
do
same
people
player.
want Garnacho? I'm so confused by that.
We're all playing Jamie Gittins Benoit to do the exact same thing as Garnacho, which is I have no idea what he's doing. I have
Yeah,
no idea what they're doing over there. It's going to be trouble. Why don't you just keep Neto on the left? There you
yeah.
go.
It's very weird. Chelsea had a
SNL
very
on the
weird first week.
odd.
Want to shout out our friend Ryan Christensen, the Crystal Palace fan,
No.
who yes, we are. We're shouting out Ryan. He's your co-host on Playoff Beards. We love
That's true.
Ryan. Um he uh he was we had a conversation before this game where he picked Crystal Palace to win and he was almost correct. But I told him I'm not sure I can see Crystal Palace winning this game, but I could see a draw. But
Mm.
because I don't change my predictions after we make them on the show, I did not change my prediction. I'll tell you who did though was Ferris. Ferris predicted a draw and then in the morning before the game switched it to a Chelsea win and he was unhappy to say the least. Which
Chelsea,
is ridiculous cuz he's leading the predictions already.
yeah, Ferris is a true fairy tale style monster. Like this is like when I go to sleep at night, I check under the bed for Ferris for sure. Yeah,
Wow.
that sleeper app, those predictions. I'm right back on pace. I'm right back on pace
Yeah.
to finish dead bloody last yet again. Okay.
Well, it's close. It's week 1. It's not like you got one right and everybody else got all of them right. It's still close.
If you're not, was it? If you're not first, you're last. Well, I was just
I mean,
last.
that's true.
I wasn't.
You
I
are
wasn't.
last,
I
but
wasn't second or third. I was just dead
no,
last.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to the predictions later in the show, obviously, but
Ugh, yeah. All
yeah.
right. You want to talk about what else was happening? We were watching that this weekend.
Yes.
First, starts off the entire thing, of course, with the champions get to host the first match of the year. So we go to Anfield. Of course, uh,
First, let's interrupt with Ferris's comment. Fucking Chelsea, a draw. What a disgrace.
what a bunch of potty mouths. What a bunch of potty mouths. Relax, buddy. You did okay in the thing, anyways.
Yeah.
And that's
We
on
got
you. You
the thing
changed your
out.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's on you, pal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Liverpool knows how.
Liverpool Bournemouth.
Yeah, they know how to host a tribute.
They
Uh,
do. That was very nice.
yeah, they did it well. It was a rousing rendition of "You'll Never Walk Alone" for sure.
Mhm.
Bring on the game. One of their new feature signings. They have so many feature signings, but Ekatike comes in. He gets a goal in his debut. Maybe could have been two, but I'll talk about that later on. Cody Gakpo picking up
Mhm.
last year, scoring again. Let's just say this: there was some pretty weak defending,
There
and
was.
possibly worse goalkeeping on
I
that one.
am. I don't remember the name of the player, but one of the players they were saying on our NBC broadcast was had been with the club for 2 days and they put him in as a starter at Anfield. And I think he did fairly okay for the situation, but they have no defense in Bournemouth and it showed by the end of this game.
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. There's no pressure to start at Anfield at all. It's not like it's a hallowed institution when it comes to English football.
I
Uh,
mean, it is.
yeah. So Arnie Slot gets a a little full of himself. He
Mhm.
decides he decides to take both of his backs out. He takes out Kirkash, another new signing,
Yeah.
and Frimpong, another new signing. Decides to put in Endo and Andy Robertson.
Yeah.
Then,
Ferris saying Diakite.
yeah, okay.
I'm not sure that's correct, but
Yeah,
thank you
I
for
have
it.
no idea. Yeah, it doesn't work out that great because this is when we see some forward movement here from Bournemouth. Now, Semenyo is going to score two.
Mhm.
The second, absolutely beautiful, getting through the Liverpool defense, has to deal with absolute horseshit from
Yeah.
a fan in a
It
wheelchair, and they let him stay for a while before they got him.
yeah.
What was
It
going on there?
when this game stopped, when this happened, when Semenyo reported this incident, I was like, what are we doing here? Anthony Taylor's just talking to the two managers, and then the fourth official's there, and then the captain comes over, and like I didn't know what was going on. The commentators didn't know what was going on, nothing. And then we found out what it was. It is absolutely awful that that happened to Antoine Semenyo. It should
Mhm.
happen to no players at all in the league ever, and it shouldn't happen to any person in general ever. So, I was talking to Ferris about this. Like Ferris is like, he's in a wheelchair. What is he doing? Racially abusing someone else. And I was like, well, being in a wheelchair doesn't prevent you from being a racist. Just
Uh,
doesn't.
no. One thing is, how did he get this? Like, how is he allowed to go right to the
I have
wall?
no idea why he was
Where are
down
the
there.
ushers? Where were the ushers just letting this happen? No,
Yeah,
ridiculous.
this it was ridiculous. I am happy for Antoine Semenyo that he rebounded in this game the way that he did.
Yeah.
Um, because I think that helped him to like not just like move past it is the wrong phrase, but Ferris, you very much did say he's in a wheelchair. Why is he racially abusing someone? Um, this is the Bafode Diakite, I guess. I don't know. Um,
The poor
but
kid that got in there too
but
late.
Semenyo rebounds in this game, scores two
Yep.
goals, ties it up, and
He's on
I
pace for
think that if
76.
hmm?
He's on pace for 76 goals this year.
I mean, he is at the moment. That's not going to happen. But I think that Bournemouth not having a defense is what prevented them from getting anything out of this game
Yeah.
because Liverpool looked lost when Bournemouth came back and scored those two
They
goals.
don't look like the same team as last year.
No.
I think they were given a softball opponent for the first week. This is like a dream opponent for them, and they still sagged. They still let these two goals come in. It was lucky that Keys scores in the 88th minute. Like they were cutting it close. And
Mhm.
Salah, of course, is going to score, but even Salah,
Of
Mo
course.
Salah did not look good.
He didn't. He won PFA Player of the Year tonight. Like congratulations to him.
Had a
That's
good
I
season
think
last year.
deserved. He had a really great season last year. But he's not in the same form that he was in before. And like I still remain so confused. Why when you have just won the championship of the Premier League championship,
Very
um are you tearing the team apart? Like, I get that they felt that they had to do something to replace Diogo Jota because of the unfortunate tragedy in the off season, but why are you selling Luis Diaz? Why, like Darwin Nunez, I get, but why are you selling Luis Diaz? Why are you moving all these players on? They have changed this team so much, and I don't know what they're doing in Liverpool.
Everybody's still predicting Liverpool to win the Premiership. I
I'm
have my
not.
doubts. I have my doubts big
Yeah.
time. Yeah,
Farrah saying he told me that Bournemouth was coming back. That is true. He did tell me that.
you're half right. They did come back,
But I don't know.
but moving on to the other, maybe not so grand, tribute to Diogo Jota, but the tifo they had for him was incredible. Didn't know he was such a fan of Sting because it has like what was the thing that says "I will remember you when you walk in fields of gold." It's like, okay, well, I guess he really is a
Are we
sting.
talking about Wolves now? The
Wolves and
Wolves tribute?
City. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I saw that tifo barely because I
yeah.
was late coming
Dude,
into the game,
it was
but
basically the end, the entire end is this thing.
yeah.
It was pretty impressive.
I think it just shows you how he was regarded at both clubs, even though he had left Wolves and moved on to Liverpool. Um, and I understand that they wanted to pay tribute, and I think both clubs did a great job paying tribute to him.
Yep. His widow and parents were over at the Molyneux for this one. Uh, they showed up.
Yeah,
Uh,
Fair says the Wolves one was awesome. Yeah,
Wolverhampton did not show up in this match.
Wolverhampton Wolves did not show up. No,
They
Wolverhampton
were,
Wanderers.
yeah,
I
the
always say
Wanderers.
Wolverhampton Wolves
But I think
because
you
I'm
have to
used to
say,
saying Wolves.
I think you have to
It
say Wolverhampton Wanderers or Wolves.
Wolves. You
You
can't
can't
say
say
both. Yeah, yeah,
Wolves. You can't say Wolverhampton Wolves for some reason.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, Erling Haaland's back. He looks fine.
yeah. I don't
Scores
like
twice.
that.
He muted his celebrations. I think they all kind of did, which is respectful.
Yeah,
They were going to steamroll these guys anyways.
there was Mateus Nunez after one of the goals, though, really celebrating, and I was
Yeah,
like, "That's kind of bush league to do to your former
yeah,
club right now."
yeah. One of the greatest footballers in the world. I remember somebody
I
said.
I absolutely love it. I'm gonna have to find the graphics of like Pep saying he's one of the best footballers in the world, and then Pep saying I may have been mistaken on that.
Yeah, maybe I'm not.
We're just
Tanny,
gonna have that to pull up every time we bring up Mateus Nunez starting next week.
yeah, and we get to talk about him every 4 or 5 weeks or whatever it
Hmm.
is for as much as he
Yeah,
contributes. Tierney Reinders scores in his debut.
he looked good.
Ryan Cherky scores the fourth goal off the bench for Holland, and they couldn't stop falling over themselves to talk about how Cherky's going to be the steal this season and stuff. It's like, how much do you think he's playing?
Yeah,
He's coming off the bench for Holland.
yeah, it just
Holland's
does
going to want to
not.
play.
I mean, he's going to be in there for the last, I don't know, 8, maybe 10 minutes of a game.
Yeah,
He's not going to be in there that much. They're never going to play 2 up top because nobody plays like that anymore. So
one team.
why?
There's
Well,
one team.
yeah. Yeah.
They're
But
not going to.
why on earth does anyone think that he's going to play so much this year and score all these goals? He'll score garbage time goals because that's what his goal was. It was a garbage time goal. They had won the game. Throw
Which
Turkey on.
team does he play for? Which team owns a bunch of media in England? They're
Oh, I
going to
know.
support
I know.
Turkey. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
The steal of the summer after one game when he comes off the bench. Ridiculous. Anyways,
So
they had no
ridiculous.
problem with Wolves. Also, he scored against Wolves. It's like
Yeah.
it's not.
Forrest says bring back the 442.
It's back, buddy. We're gonna be talking about that in a second here. Villa, Newcastle, no score. Meh. There was a red card.
Oh, we have
Uh,
someone new in the chat. Looks like a City fan saying we're going to win the championship. We'll
well,
see.
we'll see. I think you have a better chance than Liverpool.
I do
Uh,
too.
yeah, it's a yeah. Martinez not playing because he had that red card. I don't know if Martinez is gonna play. I don't. There's just nobody lining up for Emmy
Yeah.
Martinez. So Esri Konsa is the one who
As
gets the red
someone
card.
who had Emmy Martinez at my club for a long time, I find that hysterical, especially since he's been named the best goalkeeper in the world for the last, 2 years?
Years. Yeah, he had one good
Nobody
call.
wants him. Just nobody wants him.
Yeah, they'd love to have him in Argentina if he would play there.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, Ezri Konsa is going to get a red card for pulling down Anthony Gordon, denying a chance, not a alone on goal kind of thing, so it's a red card, not a penalty. But
Yeah.
Anthony Gordon at his floppy best in
Oh,
this
yeah.
match, like what do I say? It's Anthony Gordon. You know it is. Can't put your hand anywhere near him. He's gonna fall, and these guys are eventually gonna bite it. They let a couple. They let the more obvious things go, like in the box with him just flopping around. Anytime
Yeah.
anyone was in 2 feet of him. This
Yeah.
one here, you put your hand on your shoulder even for a second, and he drops. They have to call that. They have to call it.
Yeah.
But they couldn't
There
do
was
anything
a
anyways.
Yeah, there was a very funny tweet someone had put out there about how players like Anthony Gordon are always, flopping around, but they didn't say Anthony Gordon, they said Aaron Gordon, and the Denver Nuggets Twitter account found it and retweeted it and was like, "Aaron Gordon? What are you talking?" It was
Yeah,
very funny to me. That's very sports coded for Adelia, so that was very funny to me.
sure. Yeah, well, you can't when it's flopping or whatever. You think NBA, you think like the guy who's been the best in the league for however long or whatever,
Yeah,
LeBron.
yeah.
But
Not Aaron Gordon, for
no,
sure.
in hockey, I always think of Subban. How Subban would
Oh,
flop
PK
around like
Subban, yeah.
ridiculous. Quick note about Anthony Gordon, since we're
Mhm.
talking about that little dummy. 21 consecutive games without scoring a goal for Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, he's on a roll.
Good for him. Good
Good
for
for
him.
him.
He was their number 9 there today. So they are they're looking for someone.
They have problems.
They're looking for someone. There's a couple of potential options for them. We'll talk in a minute about them. First, we'll go on to Brighton and Fulham, which was a pretty fun match actually.
Mhm.
Rude winning a pretty weak penalty, I'll say. Matt O'Reilly scores it, and Rodrigo Muniz at the absolute death. 6 minutes of extra time. It was 6 minutes and like 4 seconds to go. He puts one in to tie it. There you go. Each share a point. They each deserved it. It was a fun match.
Yeah, it was good.
Ready for maybe a surprise? Sunderland. We go to the Stadium of
I
Light.
am ready to talk about this. Yes.
3-0 over West Ham.
Oh,
Absolute. They took him behind the Stadium of Light, slapped him around for 90 minutes, and then didn't
West
for 90 minutes.
West Ham looks so bad.
Absolute disrespect on Graham Potter, the guy who I was saying. This is the guy who's going to get fired.
Oh yeah,
Graham
he's gonna get fired. Yeah,
Potter's
no doubt.
by the way. He isn't going to
I
make it to the quarter mark of the season. No chance.
no, no. I think Graham Potter's gone definitely by probably Thanksgiving. Um, the to see Sunderland back, the Stadium of Light back in the Premier League is actually really great. I think that a lot of people are inflating their ability to stay up based on this result because it
West
was
Ham.
West Ham.
It's a West Ham,
Yeah.
guys. It's West Ham. I don't know how long it's going to be until we hear that Jared Bowen wants out of,
I can't
London
believe he's
Stadium.
not trying to get out now.
They must pay him a lot more money to be captain or something like that we don't
I
know
don't
about.
know. I don't know.
Ridiculous. But good for Sunderland. 3 guys getting their debut. And Dan Ballard and Wilson Isidore. So good for them.
They
We
made Granit
named after
Xhaka
this
their
thing.
captain.
Congratulations. Granite.
You
Well, most
you
experienced guy.
you are breaking up pretty badly.
Oh, am I? Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe because I'm yelling a little bit.
maybe.
So,
But yeah, they made
so
Granit Xhaka their captain, which good luck with that. We'll
yeah.
see if he's matured enough to handle it this time. But
Well,
yeah.
I don't know what they have else in Sunderland
I
that
don't
they
think they
actually.
have anybody else, but they just always find it weird when someone comes in a
He's the
transfer
only one
window
that
and
knows
they
where the locker rooms
immediately
are.
make him the captain. Like it's just weird to me.
Yeah, strange.
Yeah.
Let's see. Moving on.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to the North London Toilet Bowl and Spurs. Yeah, they didn't have any problems with Burnley.
Yeah.
Richarlison, a couple goals. One was an absolute beauty. That overhead, I don't want to say scissor kick, but it's an overhead kick or whatever. That second one
Mhm.
he scored, fantastic. Mo Kudus looks very good on the
He
wing
did.
for them. He assisted on both of those goals. Brennan
Is
Johnson
it? Yeah,
gets the other
Brendan
one.
Johnson.
Not Rogers, like you
Not
always say, not
Rogers.
me.
No, you said that last week, not me.
I think I say that every week.
I
To
think
be
you do
fair,
too.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I think that may have been the first
It's
time I've ever said
Brennan
that.
Johnson and
And
Brendan
then Rogers,
Rogers.
former manager, former assistant coach at Chelsea, by the way, Brendan Rodgers, and maybe that's why I keep saying it. I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. He's not
I
even
don't
the
know.
closest Brendan to me. Like the kid's name is Brendan. I don't call him by his name. Anyways, yeah,
Anyway,
no problem for Spurs in this one. Josh Laurent has 3 chances in the first half for Burnley. He's a midfielder, and his shot is terrible,
oh yeah,
terrible.
not
That
great.
is that is some soft stuff. that he's putting at net. It's terrible. Anyways, I had to kind of laugh about that. Also, I'm the guy that thought Burnley might be able to stay up.
I
Yikes.
think we can add Scott Parker to the managers who might be gone by Christmas list.
Yeah, he won't be first. They're gonna give him a little
He's not
run.
going to be first, but I
I don't.
think he
Yeah,
might be gone by Christmas.
he's not gonna get like the Victor Company treatment or
No,
anything like that.
no.
No,
I don't think they'll do that again.
no.
Let the manager stay the whole season, get them relegated, and then change in the yeah, no.
Change again. No, they're gonna they have players there. They have players
They
there, and there's
do.
some teams that are just awful. West Ham, terrible. Wolves,
Yeah.
terrible.
We have a comment here from Tom LaValle, one of my buddies from a wrestling Discord I'm in, saying, "Has anyone fallen off harder than Graham Potter?" Jeebus.
Uh, there's been, I'm sure there's been, just out of recent memory, no.
No.
And you're looking at a guy that when they hired him, was like, all right, well, I got to back him, I got to back him. And it was terrible, terrible. Couldn't even make a year. Couldn't even
Yeah.
make a year.
Yeah. Thanks for
Whatever.
tuning in, Tom. Appreciate it.
Thanks for bringing up bad memories of Graham Potter. But
I
I'm glad
mean,
to see him not have
he's
success.
getting
I like that.
fired by Thanksgiving. He just is.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I can't imagine that ownership at West Ham is going to stand for how bad they were against Spurs. Or it wasn't Spurs, was it? Sunderland. I
yeah.
said Spurs because we were talking about Burnley. Um,
You can't lose to Sunderland.
you
Not the
can't
first,
lose to Sunderland.
not the first
First
match.
game back in the Premier League in how long? And they lose 3-0 to
You,
Sunderland?
I
No.
get it. You've lost Mo Kudus. I get you. There's a lot of talent missing there. You
There's
still have to beat Sunderland.
West Ham is one of those teams that's doing some weird things transfer market wise too.
Good, good.
I mean, good, yeah, because I don't care for West Ham either, but just weird stuff that they're doing.
Weird stuff. All right, let's move on.
Selling Mokutis, not replacing Mikel Antonio, like really weird.
Yeah,
Ferris saying Pochettino has fallen from grace, not the way Graham Potter has, Ferris.
yeah. At least he has a nice place in America. I think he was living in Miami or something like that, wasn't he?
I
So
don't know.
I think
I
he's
don't
doing
know
okay
where he
there.
lives. I don't care where he
And
lives. Just coach the
he
team well.
got a whole year at Chelsea.
Hmm.
He did fine. His last Premier League stuff, he did okay.
Yeah, Ferris says West Ham is getting rid of Edson Alvarez. That's another one that I don't understand. Like,
They don't. I don't know if they even have a policy. I think it almost looks like they're doing this on purpose to get relegated, so they can
yeah,
go on to say they win something. Like if they win the championship to get back up, maybe they're
this
trying to
is
get into the $1 million match or whatever it
yeah,
is, the
this
hundred
is a
million pound match.
team that won what you consider to be the most important European
Yeah,
competition, the
this
Conference League, like
maybe of
2
all
years
time,
ago.
maybe of all time. Yeah,
No.
it's got a lot of more respect on the name recently. It's got more respect on the name as of late. We had to put a shine back on it.
You're insufferable.
Yes. Now, moving on. I'm not tonight. So Forest at home to Brentford. Forest, fantastic year last year.
Mhm.
Brentford, poor Brentford. Everybody wants out to Brentford.
Yeah.
Everybody wants out.
I
Paris, this
heard
is a 4-4-2. This is a 4-4-2
this
they're
was a
playing.
4-4-2 they were playing. I heard Johan Wissa is going to leave.
This is a thing. Yeah, Johan Wiss is probably going to go to Newcastle of all things. It's just the next one, to go.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ferris saying the reason Jared Bowen isn't leaving is because his father-in-law Danny Dyer is a West Ham fan. I don't know if that's true.
I can't remember if he's a West Ham fan or a Chelsea fan. I know he speaks in a very Cockneyed accent, so it could be either. Probably a West Ham fan.
I mean,
Yeah.
even if he is a West Ham fan, why would you stay at a sinking ship like that?
Uh,
Sorry.
yeah. Well, it'll be also someone's gonna come up with the money. He was hurt for a lot of last year as well, so
Yeah.
we're gonna. Yeah, yeah.
He didn't have the season last year that he had the season before.
He's not
If
gonna.
they're saying he's a hammer, I'm sure he is. I'm just saying I don't think that might is the reason Jared Bowen is staying at West Ham.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? They all have their reasons.
Yeah, Tom LaValle saying Wissa is pouting nearly as hard as Isak about leaving. We're going to talk about Alexander Isak in a minute.
Yeah. He Wissa's deleted all of his Brighton or his Brentford
Brentford.
associations from
Yeah.
every little bit of his social media and stuff like that. It's like, okay, I think I think Joan Wissa's a good player. I think he got
I did too.
helped. I think he got helped out tremendously by the guy who was helping with the line out there and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Like with him without Mbumo, it'd be interesting to watch, but.
Yeah.
They got Igor Thiago leading the line out there
Yeah.
now with
Uh,
Antony Malambo
yeah.
behind him or beside him.
We have a question in the chat. My thoughts on the Arsenal transfer window if no more transfers. We definitely need to sell some players. I can't imagine that we're not going to sell some players. I know that like everybody's like, "Oh, but I want to stay and fight for my place." I'm sure you do. Sorry, you need to leave.
Somebody's
Um,
got to get that clip of
Zinchenko,
money.
like Zinchenko needs to go. Reese Nelson needs to go. There's probably others. They just don't fit the team the way that the team is built now. I like all of our incomings this year in this window, and I think it's been a good window, but like we need to sell some players. Like it's just it has to happen.
If Giorgis starts getting going in the second or third week, or in the third or fourth week, let's give him a few weeks.
Yeah,
How how
like I
how,
said to you
how about
earlier, if
Havertz? How does Havertz stick around?
I think Havertz sticks around.
You think he
I
off the
think
bench Havertz for that much money?
yeah, I was listening to the Arsenal Vision podcast, and they were saying, "Does Mikel switch to Havertz immediately?" And I was like, for this game against Leeds on Saturday, and I was like, "No, don't do that. That's dumb." Um, but we need to. We definitely need. And yes, Ferris is right about this. Welcome to all the new fans in the chat. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Um, we're here every week, though I don't think we're. Yeah, we are going to be here next week.
Sure.
Um, but I just I think Havertz will stay. He'll have a role. It's not going to be the role that he was playing last year, but
No.
he has a role on this team because we're going to have to rest Gyökeres at some point. He's not going to play every game, and if we don't have Havertz, who plays up there?
Yeah. I just don't know how much you're going to want to rest him because he's getting big and strong now. He might start getting angry. You know what I mean? He's going to want
Hmm.
to take that out on somebody. He's strong now.
Yeah. Thoughts on Trossard, Madueke at left wing instead of Martinelli to keep as a super sub? Trossard signed a new contract apparently, which I was not expecting. I thought he was going to leave. Um, I'm fine with that. Martinelli has not been great the last couple of seasons, and maybe him coming off the bench um, is better for him right now. He just he doesn't track back enough. That was the one thing during our Arsenal watch along that we did on the channel for the Man United game. The one thing that he definitely did not do was track back and help Calafiori. And then you had Dallo and Mbumo on that side, and it was just Calafiori trying to deal with them. Yeah. Alex, the Man City fan, saying Gyökeres is just a flop after
One
one game.
game. That's a bold take.
Nobody.
Bold take.
Just no.
Yeah.
And Tom LaValle saying Havertz is not really a 9 anyways, which is true. I don't know where else we'd play him in the team though.
Yeah. What do you put him as a 10?
No. No, we're not.
Yeah, that's not.
So,
I can think of another club that used him as a 9.
and you won the Champions League.
They won the Champions League with him. But what are you
Yeah.
gonna do? That was a couple years ago. You know. All right. So, anyways, we didn't even talk about Forest. Yeah, so they
Oh.
won 3-1. There was no problem.
Yeah.
Chris Wood again.
Chris Wood. Yeah.
2 goals. What are you gonna do? A brace for Chris Wood. Dan and Doy gets one. Good for him. Got that in the 42. It's a really nice header.
Adam, I like your question. We'll get to that in a minute.
MGW named captain again here. Would you put
This is the
captain's
weirdest
armband on Morgan
situation.
Gibbs White after
No,
legitimately
absolutely not. What are they doing? I don't know.
You just give it to Wood. Like that's all you had to do. It's like no
Yeah,
one's gonna
give
say
it to Chris
what.
Wood. Yeah.
Just, here you go, buddy. Here's yours. Or just Marinaka just standing there watching would put the captain's armband on again.
Is that a
Ridiculous.
Marinakis call, do you think, that you put the captain's armband on him?
I wouldn't
Like,
think so, but yeah, that was just that whole interview was
yeah.
just
I
so
went and
crazy. I
found
mean,
that interview after you described it to me last week,
yeah,
and oh my gosh, that was very awkward.
yeah, it wasn't cool. I could say that it wasn't cool. The lone Brentford goal comes from a penalty, a legit penalty for a handball. Hand was out of position.
Mhm.
Igor Thiago's going to get it. Now let's talk about Leeds and
Yeah,
Everton.
Leeds and
Now
Everton.
Everton sucked in this match.
Oh,
Let's make
Everton were
no mistake.
terrible.
Did not deserve to win this match at all. That was a weird scene. What they left Jack Grealish on the bench for so long
That
in
was
this.
very strange to me.
Whatever. They didn't get a shot on net or on goal until the 70 something minute. Anyways,
Mhm.
this is all going to come down in the second half. How on earth is Chris Kavanagh still an official in this league? That's just a great union over there at the PGMOL.
I don't
That's
know.
terrible. And off the pitch,
I think that if we're talking about the penalty, I think this
yeah,
rule is stupid, but I think they adjudicated it right.
arm at a natural position. Yeah, like
But here's the difference.
if it goes, yeah, I
But
don't
like
know.
he leans into it and blocks a clear shot on goal, they have to give that. They have to. That's the rule.
I think it's horse shit.
It is horse shit. I'm not saying it's not, but
if
that's the current rule.
if Marcus
So,
Senesi can swat at a ball and push it,
no, I
and they
agree.
say that's not a
I
red
agree.
card
Like
or
I
that's not
totally
a
understand why
penalty.
Everton were frustrated by that call
Yeah.
and all of it, but I think they adjudicated it correctly.
Mitch's penalty kick barely made it, so it almost worked out, but it
Yeah.
did slide in
I don't think
past
Jordan
Pickford.
Pickford did very good trying to save that. He just sort of like flopped onto his side. He didn't really push
He
off
doesn't
and
he
get there.
he doesn't have it on his bottle yet. These are new guys
That's
for
true.
him. It's
That's
all
true.
about the bottle.
Yeah.
It's all about the bottle for Pickford. Yeah. Anyways, good for Leeds. So they come back to Ellen Road. They get a goal. That's two debutants
Thank you,
getting
Tom.
wins this year.
Tom
Uh,
saying I'm right. He leaned so far in.
I don't like it. I don't like it one
I
bit.
don't like it either, but that's the way the
And
rule
it's
is.
high. It's high too.
I
No,
know,
I don't
but
know.
I don't
I
but
would
that's
say
the way the
natural
rule is.
position.
If that
Natural.
if in natural position, sure, but he blocked a shot going on to goal with his arm. They have to call that right now. That's the rules.
I say if you, if, it wouldn't bother me if the arm moved at all. If he shrugged like this, but I see so much worse not get called.
Oh,
So much.
I have also seen so much worse not get called, but they
Speaking of
called this
Grealish,
one and they called
speaking
it
of
correctly.
Grealish, you know what
Yeah,
I mean.
yeah.
Anyways, yeah, Leeds won. They deserve to win.
They
Yeah,
did.
Everton was bad. The bad lineup. I know they have injuries down on their line and stuff like that. They had to have a weird thing. Everything was getting pushed up from Pickford, who can play the ball long at least, but he wasn't doing it very well. Tarkowski was back. They had to play the ball long again. Yeah, they didn't look good.
No.
David Moyes still has a job, guys.
Yeah.
Probably be managing next week. Maybe not though. Maybe if that keeps up with this kind of play, he
Ferris, I'm
won't
gonna
have.
need you to explain why that's funny.
Yeah, you don't think they have football in New Zealand? Monster. All
Okay.
right.
Before
Ready
we
to
move on, let's
yeah,
get to Adam's question, which is
sure.
what are our top 4 predictions and a team who will surprise us this season?
Well, the team that was going to surprise me early, I think we said was going to be Burnley. I didn't think Burnley was going to get sent down. They did not look great against Spurs.
They
You
did
know,
not.
there's 30 even more of these to go. There's teams that just look terrible, but I think Burnley is going to be the one to actually break the yo-yo curse here that we had the last few years. And then top 4 for me would be um, Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Chelsea.
I agree with that top 4. I don't know about that order, but I agree with the top 4. Team that's going to surprise us this year, like I mean, Palace maybe if they can hold on to Eze, but I don't think they're going to. Um, I don't think Man United's going to be all that good. Um, don't really know. I just see a lot of bad outside the European places.
Yeah, maybe, we could say Villa's. Yeah, I don't. No. That'd be surprising. No, there'll still be a
Su-
top 10 team with this league.
Sunderland staying up would be a nice surprise
That'd
because
be a
I did
surprise.
not think they would.
No,
But after watching week 1, I could see it.
it's
But
West
it's
Ham.
just a matter of how they're going to get to that magic 40-point number, which is where you basically are safe.
It'll be tough.
It'll be tough.
I don't think it'll be like last year where everything was basically sewn up in the last six
No, I
weeks.
don't think all 3 of the promoted teams are going to be relegated immediately again for the 3rd season in a row. I just don't see that happening.
Yeah, someone else is going down.
Mhm.
Someone else is going down.
Currently,
Oh, I'd
I
love it to
think
be West
that would be
Ham.
Wolves and West Ham.
Yeah,
They were awful.
terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible, and I don't know where Wolves are going to go. I don't know. It's bad. It's not good.
That's another name for the sack watch list. Their manager. Yeah. Alex saying Wolverhampton's going down. And
Yeah,
Adam, we are about to discuss that.
yeah.
Thoughts on the Isak situation? Should Newcastle sell up and take money or stand their ground?
No, they're as. I wouldn't think they were as much at fault. No, they have this whole thing. Do you have Isak's
Yeah. Let me
statement
pull this
here?
up here.
What he
Isak's statement. He put this on Instagram.
This is after getting named to the Premier League Team of the Year for last.
Yeah, it says, I'm proud to be recognized by my fellow professionals with a place in the PFA Premier League Team of the Season for 24-25. First and foremost, I want to thank my teammates and everyone at Newcastle United who has supported me along the way. I'm not at the ceremony tonight. With everything going on, it didn't feel right to be there. I have kept quiet for a long time while others have spoken. That silence has allowed people to push their own version of events, even though they know it doesn't reflect what really was said and agreed behind closed doors. The reality is that promises were made, and the club has known my position for a long time. To now act as if these issues are only emerging is misleading. When promises are broken and trust is lost, the relationship can't continue. That's where things are for me right now, and why change is in the best interest of everyone, not just myself. So that's Isak's statement. Newcastle has put out a statement.
Yeah,
You have
I haven't seen this.
you have not seen this, so
No.
Newcastle says, we are disappointed to have been alerted to a social media post by Alexander Isak this evening. We are clear in response that Alex remains under contract and that no commitment has ever been made by a club official that Alex can leave Newcastle United this summer. We want to keep our best players, but we also understand players have their own wishes and we listen to their views. As explained to Alex and his representatives, we must always take into consideration the best interests of Newcastle United, the team, and our supporters in all decisions, and we have been clear that the conditions of a sale this summer have not transpired. We do not foresee those conditions being met. This is a proud football club with proud traditions, and we strive to retain our family feel. Alex remains part of our family and will be welcomed back when he is ready to rejoin his teammates.
Here's the deal with Alex Isak.
Yeah.
I I live in Winnipeg. I've had to deal with a ton of people, wanting to get out of playing for the Jets in hockey. It's the same kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
If and maybe there were promises and stuff like that, which is great. These guys make or have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Newcastle. They pay Alex Isak £120,000 a week.
Yeah.
Raheem Sterling makes £350,000 a week.
Mm-hmm.
Alex
It's ridiculous.
Isak is top 3 players in the league. Raheem Sterling isn't even on the bench for Chelsea,
Yeah.
and we had to pay. Someone had to gave us $100,000 a week to let him play every once in a while. We still have to pay
Yeah.
£250,000 a week to
Yeah.
not have him.
Yeah.
Alex Isak, why haven't they gone to him? It's like, we are going to give you £400,000 a week, and let's just end this banana stuff right now.
I don't know why they're not
Now,
giving him a new
Chelsea
contract or something.
Chelsea
I don't know.
keeps doing this. Like
Yeah.
Kukurea, they just gave a new contract to Cole Palmer's contract. They're giving contracts to people that earn these contracts. Caicedo,
Mm-hmm.
and they already had huge contracts anyways, but they're like, yeah, and then now it's huge, and now you're getting paid money. This is how you keep people happy. It's not tough. This is your best player. He's your only generational style player you have.
Yeah.
You're gonna say Gordon, Anthony Gordon? Like what? This is who you're gonna have lead your club.
Yeah,
Anthony Gordon?
it's ridiculous. Ferris saying the reason he wants to go is because they didn't give the raise he wanted. He doesn't want to go to Liverpool.
I think he still does go
I
to
think he
Liverpool.
does want to go
I
to
think he wants.
Liverpool.
I think he wants to win stuff, and like that's the easy way out. Like if it was about money for Isak, there's a bunch of places he could have gone. There's a bunch of places. Like he
Yeah.
can go. He can go to Birmingham. I'm sure Aston Villa would have no problem giving him every single dime he ever wanted,
Mm-hmm.
or pound sterling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any place would be happy to have him. He could have had his pick. He only wanted that one because he wanted to skip the line. And
Yeah.
City didn't have a spot for him.
Ferris saying generational is a stretch. He's good, but generational, I don't know.
For, for Newcastle.
For Newcastle,
Generational
he's
for
been
Newcastle.
generational. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
he's helped them lift the only trophy they've ever won in 50 something years. So yeah, it just as they've turned the tide. Like I get why there's animosity on both sides now. But if
Mm-hmm.
I was Isak for 120,000 pounds, you see what other people are getting, well, and getting
Yeah.
paid more while they're under contract. Why wouldn't you be absolutely pissed? And
Yeah.
this is the only thing he can do. If he can't, if they don't do what he wants and move him, he's doing the only thing he can do.
Yeah.
And
Tom
that's sit
LaValle
out.
saying Gordon is top class, Isak is world class. I don't know if Anthony Gordon's top class, but Ferris saying he wanted
He gets
Arsenal, but we
calls.
weren't
He
paid
gets calls.
150 million. Yeah, like we weren't paying 150 million for Isak.
Yeah.
No one is going to pay 150 million for Isak, not in the financial fair play climate that we're in. And
yeah, they already paid. Like Liverpool already paid 150 million for somebody. Oh boy, did Florian Wirtz ever look great?
oh my god, yeah, that was not great.
Whatever.
Adam saying, I thought Newcastle looked a bit lost against Villa without Isak. They could really struggle this season. I agree.
Yep.
If they keep this going and Isak sits out, they're going to struggle.
As long as he doesn't play, they're not paying 120,000 pounds a week. So they can use that money and they can allocate it towards Wissa. Or there's been talk about Nicholas Jackson, but I think he's going to go to Villa.
Mm-hmm. Alex, the City fan, saying why Liverpool when they got Ekate. Yeah, that's a thing that I don't understand. Like,
yep,
I don't know. Did you read the thing I put in our Discord last night?
Possibly
about Lassana Diarra.
Oh no, that's the PSG guy.
Yeah,
I haven't read.
He's played for a number of different teams in Europe.
Yep.
He basically sued FIFA after he tried to move from Lokomotiv Moscow to I think somewhere in Belgium, and it was blocked. And they said Lokomotiv Moscow still had his rights, even though I don't know. But there's something that his lawsuit did that it changed Article 17 of FIFA's regulations on transfer and status of players, which basically he sued FIFA and said this doesn't meet the EU standards for free labor. And he won, basically.
He beat FIFA?
They're
not going to hold that against him?
No, not at all. So basically, it's something that could loom large in the Isak case if Isak sits out the whole season.
Yep.
The Article 17 thing. It basically Article 17 took effect 20 years ago when FIFA was under pressure from the European Commission, who believed the transfer system restricted the freedom of players to change jobs like ordinary people can, and it came up with a mechanism to allow them to effectively walk out on clubs. You have to fulfill certain criteria, and a certain amount of compensation had to be paid, and there were a few high-profile cases, but the conditions are so restrictive and the amount of compensation to be paid was so uncertain that very few successfully invoked Article 17. Last October's judgment in the Lassana Diarra case forced FIFA to rewrite the rules in really quick time. The current statutes are still too restrictive according to FIFA Pro, the World Players Union, but they're definitely more player-friendly than the previous ones. Several significant hurdles have been removed. Previously, FIFA could withhold the player's transfer certificate until the matter was resolved. They can't do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The club who signed an Article 17 player had to prove they didn't collude with him to cause the breach of contract. That's gone too. Now the burden of proof rests with the club that loses the player. They now have to be the ones to prove that there was collusion here. Um, Isak is positioned to take advantage of this if he wants and become a free agent in less than 12 months. Uh, and whatever club that he signs for after that could pay as little as half of the 110 million Newcastle turned down. It can be only invoked within 15 days of the final match of the season, so the earliest would be June of next year at the
Mm-hmm.
latest, and only by players who have had a full 3 years under contract at the club, 2 if you're 28, but Isak's only 25. Once that happens, it's considered a unilateral breach of contract by Isak, which means he's free to sign with any other club as soon as the market reopens on July 1st.
Well, let's see how fast the owners from Newcastle help out FIFA in getting this law reworked, because that's yeah, that could be funny. But a whole year out of the game is quite
Whole
a bit.
year. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Whole
That's a
year when you're 25.
yeah.
Like that's
Big.
a long time. But
It's not
from
like he can go play
Isak's,
anywhere else and like play with like where's he? He isn't practicing with the club either. Like he's not with
he's
the
not
club.
practicing, he's not doing anything. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, Adam, with a question for you. Thoughts
yeah.
on the disallowed Palace free kick against Chelsea? Supposedly that 1 meter rule came into effect in 2019, and not once have we seen it in 6 years.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing. I was surprised, but I think the big reason why they did that is because he basically did a pick play on Caicedo, grabbing him and pulling him around, and the ball was going right there. So I think that's why they called it off or whatever. They called the stupid 1 meter rule. Yeah,
Another stupid rule in the penalty box.
yeah.
But the pick
But
thing,
they call all these. They call all these
I
things.
I totally understand the
Yeah.
pick play, like taking out Caicedo thing. Like I totally get that. But if the 1 meter thing, just
That's bizarre.
why do we need that? Why?
Bizarre. There's a
Yeah,
lot of lawyers. If you have no idea,
there is.
I have no idea.
There
Do you
is.
want to talk about the Premier League Team of the Year, quick?
Yeah, let's talk about the Premier League Team of the Year. My first response when I saw this team
Yep.
was, why is Ryan Gravenberch on this team?
Yeah, exactly. That Moises Caicedo isn't there for Gravenberch is weird. There's an awful lot of red, a couple different shades of it, maybe,
Yeah,
on that. But I think there's no question that Matt Sells was the best keeper in the league last year. I thought that was a good one. Meek Kirkesh being put there for left
Kirkish
back.
was another interesting one.
All right. Like I wouldn't say it's Caicedo. Like Caicedo had a good year, and then he had that terrible game. Was it against Tottenham where he had those shit shoes and had to throw those shoes in the dumpster? They came back to win anyways. But
Hmm.
yeah, I wouldn't put Caicedo there. But just Kirkesh, I think you just think that he gets the boost after going from Bournemouth to Liverpool afterwards. But
Hang,
Alexis McAllister,
hang on, hang on. We got to
sure,
address Ferris's comment here,
sure,
which says Ryan was good last year. He was the key for Liverpool. Don't hate. I'm not hating on Ryan Gravenberch. I just can't remember a single thing he did all of last season.
yep,
Why is he in the PFA Player Team of the Year? That's
yep.
it.
I think this was a little Liverpool heavy. I think people were just.
There was a lot of Liverpool.
I think people are, think that Liverpool's their new girlfriends or something like that. And they got to
Yeah.
impress them.
Adam saying Daniel Sturridge on Sky Sports made an interesting point. Had Eze kicked the ball over the wall, would this have made any difference?
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. But he went right to where Caicedo was.
Mm-hmm. All right, you want to do predictions?
Yeah, we'll do that quick because I'm so good at it.
I'll give the update on where we stand in the standings after 1 week. Ferris in the lead with 7 correct predictions last week. Me and Ryan are tied for second with 5 correct predictions, and some guy named Snark is rounding out the team in 4th place with 4 predictions correct.
Maybe I wanted to have like a Rocky style season. It's like, oh, he's on the mat early. He's going to climb back. He's going to get this. It's going to, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Got another new person in the chat, EPL Insights, saying keep it up, Arsenal is, and 2 heart emojis. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Looks like a red and white bottom. All right.
Anyways,
I'm ready
Um,
to win this week. I'm ready to win this week.
ready to win this week. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Because first off, we get another London derby to start things.
Mm-hmm.
West Ham has to play host to the good ship Chelsea Football Club, and this better not be close.
No, I don't think this will be close. I think Chelsea will win that game.
Chelsea's going to win.
Yeah.
Second game, I hope this match isn't that close either, because City's going to play host to Tottenham.
May they destroy them. City will win.
If City's going to win, let it be against the Spurs.
Yeah.
Uh, this could be an interesting match. Next, Brentford and Villa.
I'm going Villa. I just don't know who's going to be up front for Brentford, and I don't trust any of the people who were up front for Brentford this week to really score.
You don't think Igor Thiago's going to keep it up?
I don't know who Igor Thiago is, so
How about
no.
Antony Malambo?
No.
No,
Can't see it.
it doesn't have that Wissa. It doesn't have that Wissa and
Wista
Bumo
and
feel.
Bumo. No.
Yeah, no.
I hate this because whenever we want to say Mbumo goes the dynamite, now we have to be talking about Man United.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. I still
Yeah.
like him. It's just poor decision.
Yeah.
Poor decision.
Poor decision.
Brian.
Poor
Way to go,
decisions.
Brian. I'll start calling him Brian from now on.
Okay.
Yeah, you say Villa. Yeah, I think that's a good bet. I think points may be hard to. They were already poor at home last year.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? G Tech Community Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Oh boy. Well, at least someone's gonna get a point out of this. Bournemouth and Wolves.
I'm going Bournemouth.
At least it's a match at the beginning of the season. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're at home. I'm taking Bournemouth as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Wolves look bad. All right.
Wolves do look bad. Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. We got the two promoted sides. One has a win already. It's Burnley with the debut of Turf Moor for this season for Burnley. They get Sunderland.
I'm going Sunderland.
Ooh, I'm gonna pick a draw.
That's good.
It looks drawy to me.
Okay.
Then some club is hosting Leeds United.
Arsenal.
Oh, Arsenal. That's it.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it says Ars, and I didn't know if I could say that on the show.
That's just the way they abbreviate it. But I'm going Arsenal.
Yeah, they should. Oh, you don't think they're gonna get 3 past you guys, as they did against
No,
Liverpool?
I don't think that Leeds is gonna do that. No.
Or get 1, I guess. Yeah, that was a weird. What a Everton did not look good. Palace and Forest at Selhurst Park.
Forest.
Yeah, Forest should win.
Yeah.
Speaking of Everton, they may be in tough against Brighton at the new stadium.
Debut of the new stadium. I don't
Yeah.
think they'll do enough to pull out a win, but I'm going a draw.
I'm going to take Brighton to spoil the festivities, but are they just calling it the Everton Stadium?
I don't know what they're calling it. Funniest thing about the Jack Grealish thing was Richard Key's tweet where he said if he turns up at Goodison with good energy, and someone responded to him, well, he won't do anything if he turns up at Goodison. That was the funniest part of the Jack Grealish thing to me. I think Grealish might start that game. I can't imagine they'll leave him on the bench for as long as
he'll start.
Yeah.
It's a new park and stuff like that. They need as much energy and stuff like that they're gonna get. So
I think there will be a very good energy in that stadium. The fans will be very excited to be at the new stadium and all that. But yeah, I'm going draw.
Yeah, the only people who's sad about Jack Grealish going to Everton are the barbers out there because it's poor hair. Now, Fulham gets the play host at the Cottage to United.
Yeah. Everton's new stadium is the Hill Dickinson Stadium.
Ridiculous. It must be good over there. I don't know.
Yeah, it's right on the waterfront, I guess. So that's cool. I'm going Man United.
He's going United. I'm going to take Fulham at home.
I just don't trust Fulham.
Yeah, but I always have the thing in my head, United. I don't like Fulham. I can tell you that.
I know you don't. I know you don't like him.
Maybe more.
I'm going
Nah.
United. I think that they maybe build on the game against Arsenal this past week.
Right. And the final match,
Mhm.
a team that needs to do something before this happens. Newcastle is going to host Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool's going to win that.
Liverpool should smack them around for 90 minutes, unless they do some weird things, like get a huge lead and start dropping off their defensive starters, and then get incredibly racist towards them. But at least this time, it's going to be at St. James Park. It's not going to be
Mhm.
at Anfield.
Yeah.
Anfield, the new home of racism
Yeah, this is just
in the
so
Premier
weird.
League.
And that incident was just awful.
What of all the weeks you do
I
that?
know.
Like,
Why would you? Yeah. Adam saying Dick Hillinson Stadium is what he wants to say.
sure,
Tom saying Grealish could turn up at Goodison with good energy to cheer on the Everton ladies. That's true.
sure, yeah,
And Alex says Fulham is dangerous, which I suppose they are, but I don't trust them.
they're well coached.
They are.
United is not.
Yeah, but I think United was more well coached in the game against Arsenal than any game I saw them play last year. So
Sure.
maybe we've turned a corner.
Well, they got people that should put it in the net.
I will say they do have people that should put goals in the net. I will say they have no midfield.
They got one guy.
We were doing that watch along, me and Matt Munoz, and we'll be doing a watch along for the Arsenal game on Saturday as well. So come back to the channel for that. We were doing the watch along for the game, and I just kept going like, who is in their midfield? And then I realized it was Casemiro, and I was like, oh, that makes sense because he does nothing.
Yeah, he's promoted to the starting lineup.
That's so crazy. Yeah. All right, that's the show. I want to thank everybody that tuned in and joined us. Adam saying he's off to bed watching from London. Very entertaining life. Thank you, Adam. Hope you come back. Do like and the video and subscribe to the channel. We do the show every week on Tuesday at 5 p.m. PT. And we have someone in the chat here who has joined us.
Oh,
Hi,
boy.
Ferris.
Hey guys,
Look at this.
Hang on.
Look how
like
large it's become.
Oh, okay, all right.
No, I
No.
did not like.
No, I know.
That was not good. I forgot we were on the one that's just me and Snark. So here we are. Here you are wearing the brand new Arsenal third kit. It's a gorgeous kit.
I'm just here to show you the third kit. That's
Off white.
That's all I'm
I
here.
like
I'm just here to show you the kit. That's it.
Yeah, you're just here to show the kit.
Do you have the maroon shorts as well?
I hope. No, I'm not one of those people who buy the full.
Yeah, like you're on the team.
We don't need the full kit. No.
Yeah.
I will buy the socks though. The socks are very comfortable.
I did buy the to get free shipping. I did buy a soccer ball, and I did get a scarf. Scarf that goes with this.
Good.
I did, but I have bought the whole tracksuit once, but I don't wear the full tracksuit. I wear like just one of the pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Like to mix and match.
Yeah, because if I wear the whole tracksuit, I look like a knob.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Anything else you want to add to the show, Ferris?
Adam is from London.
Adam's in London, yeah.
No, we're international now.
There you
go.
I mean, I think we've been international. I'm in the States. Snark's in Canada. That's international.
Canada doesn't count.
Yes, they count. They very much count.
Come on.
They count.
Canada.
Anyways, Ferris, do you have anything to add?
Yes. Could have had 7 I could have had 8 victories last week. I've had 8 victories.
How did I know this is why he was
But unfortunately, a team in blue was like, was like, I'm not going to play soccer today.
Yeah, they saw that you changed your mind and said, we can't have this. Yeah. We can't have this. It's like, we're not going to lose.
What do I... Exactly. That's definitely a team. That's what I expect from a team that wins Conference League. All right? Yeah,
and this whole...
And the stupid, dumb Club World Cup that Snark is never going to shut up about for the next 4 years.
Maybe more.
Personally, I don't really care what FIFA says.
I really appreciate that our players this offseason got a break.
Yeah.
Most of your players didn't. There's that.
Yeah. Too busy winning. Too busy winning things.
I don't care.
Hey, by the way, do you know...
We didn't have the option to say no. We've already won these things when they put us in.
Do you know that Cole Palmer hasn't scored a Premier League goal non-penalty since October 14th? of last year.
That actually sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody apparently is better than Bukayo Saka until it's time to be better than Bukayo
Cole
Saka.
Palmer is too tired because he lifts too many trophies,
No.
including the most important trophy that Europe's produced in the last, 5 years, 6 years.
Anyways,
Yeah. Let's move on. End the
if
show,
you've
Disney.
enjoyed the show tonight, come back at 7 p.m. Pacific and watch me and Suge Knight 323 on A Steel Conspiracy. We're talking NFL football, Steelers, Broncos. We're
Yeah.
talking some WNBA, UFC 319 and what went down. I didn't watch it, but Suge did. And I have a blind ranking for him at the end that I'm very curious to see what he does with.
You gonna rank blind people?
No, that's not what a blind ranking is.
No. By the way, Delia, I didn't say why is he racist? He's crippled. That's not what I said.
First off,
Not what I said.
I never said that you said he was crippled.
Okay. Or in a wheelchair. That's not what I said.
What did you say then?
I said, how's he racist? He's in a wheelchair. That should have taught him compassion and understanding because God took away a precious thing to him. And he's that awful. What is wrong with him?
Still, the question begins with, how is he a racist? He's in a wheelchair.
But no, add the other parts.
Okay, well, I didn't remember the other parts.
Painting me like a knob.
No, I didn't paint you like anything. That's what you said. How's he a racist? He's in a wheelchair.
Okay.
Anyways, Ferris, are you going to be joining us on A Steel Conspiracy tonight to talk WNBA?
Yes, I will because Suge shamed me. Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
Yes.
Good. That's at 7 p.m. PT, right on this very channel that you're watching. Good Friends, Better Rivals if you're on YouTube, or our Twitch channel if you're watching on Twitch. Really appreciate all the new people in the chat tonight. That was great. Snark, where can people find you?
Nowhere this week. Off to Toronto. Go see some family. Go see Oasis. Come back to conquer North America. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then we'll be back next the week after. We're back here for starting 11 first. And then we've got Rewatchers Council with Buffy and Angel live Thursday and Friday. And I think a week after that is when LGRN After Snark comes back with Danny. So yeah, back into the meaty part of the year for me here. How about you?
You can find me this weekend with Matt Munoz reviewing Doctor Strange over on the Post Credits channel. There's a link to that channel on the front page of our YouTube channel here. It's listed as our other channel because it is our other channel. You can also see that on Twitch if you're watching. It'll be on Twitch as well. And then I'm just kind of chilling the rest of this week with no Buffyverse Rewatchers Councils, but we'll be back on this very show next Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific, where we will talk about week 2 of the Premier League.
Better week. Better week for me. Let's hope so.
I'd be good with a better week too. It wasn't a flawless performance for us.
This jersey is amazing. Look at this.
The jersey is great.
I just realized, look at this. This is beautiful.
Ferris, do you have anything you would like to plug before I end the broadcast?
Thursday, after the New York Giants game, around 8:30, depending on how fast they finish, I'll be doing a post-game analysis for the New York Giants' last preseason game. And then, we're off Friday. And then, that's it.
No show on Friday?
No, he has a wedding to go to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can usually find Ferris on the Good Friends, Better Rivals podcast, which is Fridays at 5 p.m. Pacific live.
Yes.
But apparently not this week's.
Not this week. 1-0 to the Arsenal. 1-0. Yeah.
Right, I think Goodbye, guys.